Tonight, Teddi is pregnant, Tamra is getting dragged, and we're going to New York Fashion Week. It's Bravo, bitch.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yes. Doing my little dance, doing my little song. It's my favorite day of the week. Welcome to It's Bravo, bitch with Hollywood LuAnn. In the studio tonight, I have the boys from the Let's Talk About It podcast, Ryan Anthony and Amir Yasai. Hi, boys.
Hello.
Hi, love. How you doing?
Doing well. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming in.
I'm excited. I love Bravo.
I'm excited to see you guys.
Yes. Nice to see
How
you.
good looking are these boys? One of them's half naked. It's going to be a really good show. We're talking about fashion tonight. We're diving into all things Dallas. We're going to skim into Married to Medicine, maybe, because we have a lot of Orange County to do. Shane was trending last night on Twitter. It's really good. But before we start, I have a lot of gold stars to give out. First of all, we're going to start off shady and just bring it up from Real Housewives of Potomac, the assistant from Karen. Can we pull up that photo? Because you know what? He is me, and I am him, and he is all of us. Is he not? In any social situation, I am him. We have breaking news that Teddi is pregnant in her second trimester. She is a second trimester. How many weeks is that? 14 weeks, and she's showing a tiny little bump with Edwin. We do have a photo for you guys. What do we think about this baby announcement?
I love Teddi and I love Edwin. I mean, who doesn't want to fuck?
I mean, she's still kind of hiding it a little bit, though. Come on, kids.
She posted an Instagram showing the belly. We don't have it for you guys because I thought this photo would be better, just in case we want to rate the husband.
Well, we like the husband very, very
Oh, so
much.
you're for the husband? Amir, what do you think about the husband?
I'm for the husband too. I mean, from a one-night stand, who would have thought like she really built a nice relationship off of that? And he's quite supportive, and you know, she's a very independent woman. She's strong. She comes from a celebrity background. I think that's hard to be with someone and play kind of second fiddle. But you know, he has his own career as a security, you know, and all of that. So what he does, and I like that.
Well, we're starting off nice. We're going to get bitchy very soon. Because Teddi was walking like a man in New York Fashion Week. We have all the photos for you guys. We're going to bring it up soon. But I just wanted to start off with this little family photo for you guys. I wanted to just break it down for you guys. The next photo, that's Karen's assistant. Let's pull up the photo of, look at Matt. I mean, look at Matt. Come on. This is me at any party on my 5th glass of wine.
Yes.
Having like my 4th plate of hors d'oeuvres.
But she's also his lawyer. She was at the press conference, the iconic press conference with her fake Gucci
He's not
belt.
just her lawyer. He's like everything to her.
Yeah, he's the everything.
She's the right-hand man. Yes. And I have been known to wear a turtleneck that's hugging my chubby body as well. So
He also did slides last season.
That body
Remember the
bone.
slides? He did like some Gucci slides last season. So
yes.
I think Karen's taking care of him, but she kind of demoted him a little bit. Kind of got like a little Vicky. He became an assistant before he was a lawyer. So I don't know. It feels like a demotion to
well,
me.
he's having fun with it, hopefully, like Vicky.
Yes, right?
You guys, we have a lot to talk about. We're going to dive into Vicky on Watch What Happens Live last night. Wendy Williams was on Watch What Happens Live.
Love
It
that.
honestly has been such a good Bravo the last couple weeks, like really good Bravo stuff. So I do want to continue it. One thing that was really striking out, I almost made the entire show around this topic. Brandi has been dragging Tamra because Tamra decided to start a little Twitter feud with her. And we asked Tamra about it last night on Watch What Happens Live, and she was like, I was bored. Well, I'm glad you're bored, but now you are getting dragged through the mud. Brandi, I wish we had the audio for you guys. I'm paraphrasing, but she said something like, listen, Tiny Dancer. Tiny Dancer is someone who's 5'5" that has to yell to feel important. I'm going to have a Bravo OC event with you in a couple months. Let's see how big and bad you are. You're in the gutter. I'm on the sidewalk. You're mechanical. You're menopausal. And you're just messy. So I loved it. She like dragged her. It was so good while drinking a goblet of rosé.
Oh my gosh.
Brandi Glanville, you're my hero.
She's a queen. Don't mess with her.
Doing God's work.
Don't mess with her when it comes to
is.
Twitter. But Tamra's come after everyone. Kelly Dodd, even Vicky, and now they're friends again. She was on Watch What Happens Live, and she was there to support Vicky. So I don't really know where everyone stands. I feel like
why was Vicky going with it?
I don't know.
Tamra's so wishy-washy, though. She needs to make her mind up and stick to it. Tamra goes back and forth between everybody. Shannon, Kelly,
Exactly.
Vicky. Back to Kelly, then Vicky. Now what? Done with Shannon. Gretchen. than Vicky.
Exactly. That's why I was like, Vicky, how are you just going to let her slide back in? What we've seen on the show the last couple episodes, there's only been like 5 or 6. And it's literally been Tamra talking crap about everyone and exposing everybody.
Right.
Like bringing up the train. Girl, you are so... I'm done with you. You're like the worst person in the world.
Tamra's probably done the train herself. Don't get me wrong.
Who hasn't done a train? And if you haven't done one, grow up. Go out there and do it.
Go live.
Jesus
Go
Christ.
live a little bit. Yep.
Speaking of, Daddy's thirsty. So we're going to do a little segment I like to start off the show with. It's called Thirst Trap. Let's pull it up. Let's give it up for Colin's ass from Below Deck Mediterranean. If you're watching Below Deck Med, it's a little slow this season, but I'm digging this ass shot from Colin. Check that booty out. Nice little arch there.
I mean, we could do better.
Did you see his, I liked his crotch shot. Remember when he
Coming
got
from
out
a
of bed?
personal trainer who's perfectly sculpted.
Well, no, I am the glute whisperer, so tell him to give me a holler.
Slide in those DMs, right? Yeah.
I'm just going to get fat transfer, girl. I ain't even trying to do all that, okay? I tried doing the glute workout. It's too much.
Too much work.
No, it's
I'm
not.
with you.
I need fat down there to make it actually bigger. Like, muscle's not going to make it bigger, is it?
Well, you know, it's all about the tension you create. And I teach you how to do that.
I'm doing them right now.
A little kegels
Yes.
for the win.
What do we think about Colin's ass? Were we thirsty for it? Yay, nay?
I like the crotch shot when he's coming out of the top bunk. There's one crotch shot earlier in the season where it's fully like a crotch. And I'm down for the bare asses because there's a lot of bare asses.
There is a lot of bare asses.
So this is too clothed for me when it comes to
What are we
Below
thinking
Deck.
about Below Deck this season? Below Deck Mediterranean, I apologize.
I am loving Joao and Hannah's relationship. They've like kind of started to really like each other, and it's supportive. I'm into it.
He's a douche. Sorry.
I think he's come a long way. I don't think he's a douche. I disagree.
He has come a long way, but I just
Not feeling him?
I'm not feeling him. Like, you know, this season he started off good. There was really no Jezebel, and he was being nice to everyone. And then when the show started coming out, the way he was commentating on the set was just riling me up the wrong way. He was slut shaming. He was.
Oh, he did do that.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, let people be. You know what I mean? If I want to get drunk and make out with everyone in the Mediterranean, I will do it. And I've done it, so let me do
That
it.
doesn't make you a slut. That just makes you
Popular.
yes.
Popular.
Right?
Yes.
That's
All
what
right.
I heard.
Let's move on to the fashions because we've talked a lot about the fashion. I teased it throughout Twitter and all day today that we were going to really get into the fashion. Kyle Richards debuted her line at New York Fashion Week.
Yes.
This week, the collection is actually a partnership with someone named Shadida Clayton. So the collection is called Kyle and Shaida. Kyle and Shaida. Kyle and Shaida. Very chic. We have the photo for you guys.
Mediterranean.
It's very like, let's go to bed in like some nice clothes. We do have the photo for you guys. Can we see this of the girls walking down the runway?
Yes.
This is them, you guys. What do we think? It's literally the full cast.
Wow.
It's Denise, it's Teddi, it's Lisa Renna, it's Dorit, and it's Erica. If you're listening to us on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating now. But we're looking at a photo right now of the girls walking in New York Fashion Week. And when I say walking, they all were except for Teddi. She was stomping. Did you guys see the video?
I did. I didn't mind it because they joked about that last season about Teddy's walk, and I would wear all of that.
I would wear
feeling
every
it.
single thing. I'm feeling the fashions, but the walk, I'm really particular about the walk. What do we think, Ryan?
You know, well, I mean, just this shot, it almost looks like everybody is walking on point, but Lisa Rinna, I think, is just taking the cake.
She is.
And she
She's rocking
surprised me this season because I was, you know, I had to warm up to liking Lisa Rinna on the shows because she wasn't always owning it like she said she did. But
Look
she
at
is
those
owning
legs.
this runway, honey.
Yes, she is.
Those
Well, I mean, she
legs.
birthed 2 models, so she know. I mean, I think they had to have come from somewhere. So I think she.
Yeah, those models are up and coming. Follow them on Instagram. The whole Renna family is little mini Kardashians.
Yeah, and she's friends with Chris, and she gets
I'm
a lot
not
of
mad at
advice
it.
from Chris to be a momager. So I heard her talking about that on Watch What Happens Live. So she,
Devil to devil. She's like, let me tell you. Capitalize on that shit.
right?
People want to see them boobies, those booties. Like, it is
Yes.
just all about that now. Just
Yes.
exposure. You know, I love it. A little thing about Beverly Hills, Beverly Hills kicked it off, but all the women were there. The Dallas girls were there. Vogue magazine did a whole thing on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Kyle deleted my comment because I saw the video of them walking and all of them were good, but honestly, Teddi looked terrified. She did not just look terrified, but she looked nervous. She looked in her head. She was literally terrified walking down the runway. She knew all the gays were talking about her, and the gays were talking about her. But not just the gays. Did you guys hear about the controversial thing that happened at the Fashion Week? The girls of New York were watching a fashion show where Tinsley was walking, and there was a trans model by the name of, she's gorgeous actually, and her name is Jasmine Petty.
Oh, I know Jasmine. Yeah,
she's great. Mm-hmm. She was walking in the fashion show, and Dorinda and Sonja were watching, and they were like, "Oh no, with the body like that, you know it's a man." And Sonja goes, "Oh yeah, it's definitely a man. Oh Lord!" And it was just,
oh no.
You guys, wow. I know everyone is so sensitive these days, but honestly, you have to be careful. You can't say stuff like that. Yeah. Why? Because it can be used against you. We know Dorinda and Sonja are not homophobic people. We know you're not transphobic people. But you have to be careful saying stuff like this. It puts you in a bad position. Mm-hmm. And now their Instagram is full of comments. We have the photo of them at Fashion Week. Of the New York ladies. Yes, that's it. This is them. And the Instagram video has been deleted. What do we think about this? They're very Sex in the City. I love my New York girls. I know they weren't being malicious, but maybe with alcohol and just being kind of ignorant-minded, you can kind of say stuff like this. Lisa freaking Vanderpump made some transphobic comment about Erica Jane last season. We know she's not transphobic, but you can't say stuff like that.
Not anymore.
You can't. And you're going to be held accountable.
Even as humor. Like, I think there's a lot of stuff where people are like, well, I'm doing it because I'm trying to be funny, and like, I don't know about the video, but
are you Dave Chappelle? Then no, you're not.
But a lot of people do feel like they're humorous, right? And did they post that on their Instagram, or they were caught saying that?
Well, maybe they weren't even trying to say it out loud.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Sonja was recording the model, and they were like,
got it.
It's like, it was very natural. Someone was like, girl, take that down.
Yeah, someone in their PR team was like...
And they did. But it's too late, obviously.
Of course. Within a second, everyone's...
So people are going crazy. And, like, I get it. But you guys, come on. Let's pick and choose our battles. We have way bigger things to do. Bigger fish to fry than trying to cancel out Dorinda. Like, I've literally been seeing the word cancel on Dorinda's Instagram. Like, so I've met Dorinda. Like, you guys, she is probably freaking out about this and feeling horrible.
Right.
So, come on, you guys. Let's just lower the walls a little bit. Kyle and Teddi sitting in a freaking tree. What do we think about this friendship? They're just like this.
Well, I mean, now that
they even dress alike.
Now that Lisa's out of the picture, she needs another bestie.
And it's not going to be Camille, because Camille was not asked back. And she has been pissed off about it because she's been out in the news lately talking crap about them, saying, you know what? I wasn't invited back, and I think it's Kyle's fault, actually. Because the whole show started with Kyle. It was supposed to be Kyle, Kim, and Kathy, and there were some negotiations that fell through, and that's why it didn't happen. And then Brandi Glanville was like, girl, if it was Kyle's show, I would have been kicked off a long time ago. Like, you're just not coming back, girl, so relax. And I feel like Camille, even though she did bring it last season, she tried a little bit too hard. She reached. You know what I mean? I feel like when you want it too much, people know, and they're like, ugh. Same thing as Jill Zarin. She wanted it too much.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sex in the City vibes is what New York is giving me. Let's pull up the photo, because I love these women. New York is my favorite franchise, as everybody knows.
Yes.
Yeah, let's give them some shit right now. They sometimes put their foot in their mouth, so let's put them on punishment, but not forever. Maybe like a 24-hour jail period. I mean, look at this photo. Same energy. What do we think?
Yes, I'm digging it. I'm
down with it.
I would say LuAnn and Dorinda should switch, and then they would be...
Oh, I see what you're saying, because then LuAnn would be like, instead of, would be Samantha. Which is actually fitting.
Yeah, LuAnn has to be Samantha.
She's totally
That's why she's my favorite housewife of all time.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to focus on, last season LuAnn. Like, if you look at LuAnn from the whole thing, that's why she's my favorite. Right. Iconic. Look it up. Let's move on. What?
Opinions.
It's just, I mean, I kind of LuAnn lost me probably 2 seasons ago.
Her name is LuAnn first. That's probably why you lost her.
You said LuAnn, and I was like... LuAnn?
There you go.
LuAnn's like, I'm done with you calling me LuAnn from Dallas.
I was like, are you LuAnn Lockett?
She was on my brain.
I love me some LuAnn too, though.
Oh, she's
she is my favorite.
Her hair game is on point.
That money, honey. LuAnn hasn't brought it. I get it, and she's
used
had
to
some
love
trouble.
her. I did.
But she's been going through some stuff. Did you forget about that?
Yeah, but it was her choice to go through all that.
Yeah, it was. But even like when she was with Tom and it was starting to go downhill, she was still giving us good TV.
She was.
You know
but
what
it was
I mean?
almost, it was like desperation, like Vicky Gunvalson. Let's talk about that.
Yo, Vicky, like I've always been such a Vicky stan, but then she really decided to start pissing me off and like, I don't want to dance on the table. Like, I want to get married to Steve. And it's like, what are you doing? This is why you've been demoted. And now she's being fun again. And I get it. This is how you're going to get your orange back. But girl, recognize that that's why you went off. You know, you got to keep it real. And she's still not even keeping it real.
Nope.
She's making up lies and she's going, I didn't do it. I just repeated the rumor. Girl, this is like
That's what I call a scapegoat. She's trying, you know, save your excuses for Oprah.
How many times have we heard this? Oh, I'm just repeating the rumor thing.
Exactly. Phaedra?
Anyone?
Don't check me, boo.
Perfect.
Phaedra is going on Marriage to Boot Camp. I'm giving you some news now. Phaedra has been confirmed for Marriage to Boot Camp.
Love her.
It's going to be so messy. I can't wait to see it.
She's wonderful.
Lord.
Let's move on to some Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, I love
LuAnn
Dallas.
is getting married.
Yes.
Travis is hot. I like those big daddy arms that Travis got.
Yeah, I was like, what
Travis.
happened to him?
I don't know, but all of a sudden I'm kind of attracted to him.
Yeah.
Something's agreeing with him.
Something's
He
working
came back
this
from
season.
Harvard and
I know something. He always was
changed.
cute, but I just don't like the list. The lists were such a boner killer for me.
Yeah.
Don't give the list. It's very demeaning. I wasn't into that. But he's kind of, I feel like he's opened up. He's a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Coming
Harvard.
into his own skin.
Yes. And honestly, let me just make it clear. When you go to Harvard for 4 weeks, you're not a Harvard graduate because Ciara was doing that. A bunch of celebrities were doing it. It's a boot camp Harvard. It's not like you're actually at Harvard.
Exactly.
Just
It's
want to
like-
make that clear.
It's like a camp program.
Yeah, it's
you know
Harvard
when you're
camp.
little and you go to camp for 3 weeks in the
That's what
summertime?
it
That's
is.
what people do to Harvard
That's
these days.
what it is.
And they're like, I went to Harvard.
No.
No, you went there for 3 weeks and then
No.
went to the gift shop afterwards and bought a Harvard hat.
No.
I can get a Harvard. I can
Right?
get a Stanford t-shirt at Target these days.
Yep. No, you really can.
So everyone relax.
Yes. It's like, remember Tyra? She posted her little dorm room at Harvard. I'm at Harvard in my dorm room. Girl, you're not sleeping in a 300 square foot dorm room.
Stop lying, Tyra. That's where you put your books every day.
The large locker.
Exactly. She's like, I'm here to pick up my books in the dorm. Stephanie is so cute. I'm loving her and Brandi. Dallas is back. It's back on track.
What about Brandy's daughter?
I was just literally in my notes.
Everything.
Brandi's
sorry,
daughter
that's
hates
true.
her.
Brandy's daughter should replace Brandi. In my opinion.
She should get. They've been putting a lot of the kids in the confessionals, even on
Yes.
OC. So I think maybe Dallas, it's time for one of the daughters to get a little.
She's like, you're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah.
I felt that. I felt that.
She was just speaking truth. That's why you can always trust kids and drunks. Thank you.
Thank you for telling us the truth. Drunk's like, you're not that cute, but I'll do you anyway. I'm like, oh, what? I see you guys are watching and you're not saying hi to me. Say hello in the live chat. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll shout you out live on the show. Thank you for the DMs that I've been getting the last couple weeks. You guys are so sweet. Thank you for always giving me news to stay up to date. You guys are so sweet. Did we pull up the Tinsley photo of her at Fashion Week? Because we're still talking about Fashion Week. Let's pull up just really quickly. It's that one right after Same Energy. Tinsley's photo. It's her by herself. Down one. Yeah, that one.
That's Tinsley?
That's Tinsley.
She looks crazy.
In the same runway show that they talked about the transphobic comments. I just
Right.
wanted you guys to get a little
Interesting.
picture of what Tinsley was wearing. I do have the Dallas girls at Fashion Week because that's what we're talking about right now. Let's pull up the Dallas photo.
It's very costumey.
Yes, it's the next photo. There we go. Now, yes.
Oh.
Cameron, Carrie, LuAnn at the OK Magazine party for New York Fashion Week.
Okay.
LuAnn is like really stepped up her game fashion-wise.
Got a stylist for sure.
She's got the good gays hanging around her. LuAnn, send those gays to Britney Spears, please.
She don't need it.
Or
She got that
Gina.
man. Who cares? She got that man.
know.
She don't need a stylist. She got
That man's on the payroll.
whatever. He's gorgeous.
Well, so gorgeous.
You know, maybe it's also Cameron, because Cameron's always been on point with her style.
I love Cameron.
Her and LuAnn have really been
Maybe
close.
she helped her out because she's it's very 80s. I love it.
She's like, I'm not afraid of you. You should be afraid of me. Boom. And LuAnn's like, I know I'm not. I know you're not afraid of me. Damn it. Because LuAnn has. Oh, I just did it right and did it. I almost said LuAnn instead of LuAnn.
It's hard once it gets in.
LuAnn has always brought it. She is one of those housewives that when the cameras goes up, she goes full 100. There is no in between. That's how you trailblaze. That's how you become an icon. That's why she's the queen of Dallas.
Legendary.
Okay, so we all agree she's the queen of Dallas.
Yes.
What do we think about D'Andrea and her mom?
Oh my gosh. This is something I love Mama D to death. To death. But you know what? I almost think like D'Andrea's sort of the one that's in her own way. Because, you know, when she went to go talk to her mom when they're sitting at the grave and her mom's like, you can always come to me. You're my daughter. I'm going to love you always.
She's
no
like,
matter what.
Can I?
Yeah, but you see, it's like D'Andrea created this story in her head. Like, this is what happened. We were fighting about money last season. So, you know, they reconciled. So she should have just let it be that they reconciled, but she still was creating the story. Oh, she gave me this company because it could have been. She was going out of money.
She did do that. She literally gave her a company that was going under.
Well,
knew what she was doing.
All I know is that this isn't going to be good for the trust. This is all I'm thinking about is the trust at the end.
Right.
Kind of like how she's doing it, but I don't think she's going about the right way. Like, how do you think she's going to feel watching this back? You ain't going to get shit, girl. Don't you think? Like, she's going to be like,
mom dies, she gets the trust. So that like.
But we don't want Mama D to die.
That? Can't you alter that?
She can't alter it. She's the.
Oh, so a trust is something you get no matter what.
Yeah, it's the dad. Like the dad put the trust. She's just in charge of the trust, so she can't have access to the trust. Yeah. So the trust will always go to her. That's why trust fund babies are always happy.
So it's not like an inheritance. That's different, right?
Inheritance is different than a trust. So like she's gonna get it no matter what. But like the thing is, the mom might give her some money up front now to cover the company costs, right? That's why she's trying to kind of suck up to Mama D and be like, let's be on good terms. I think it's very. They're both calculated.
It wasn't asking from the trust. I thought she was just asking for Mama D to take a pay cut.
No. She wants from the trust.
She had to pay Mama D, and Mama D was like, I don't need that money anymore. I don't give a rip.
Does the S on my forehead say stupid? I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, damn.
She's great, but I just feel like now that you've brought your mom onto the show, you're creating storylines with her, like, it's going to be really hard to turn it off afterwards, I feel like. You know what I mean?
It is hard to turn it off.
Because it's like,
agreed.
Mom, are you saying this for the camera, or, like, do you really feel this way? I don't know.
It's hard. That's a hard...
It really is hard. I feel like once you go in, there is no turning back. And that's why I'm just like...
You get fans, too, that are like, Mama D, and she probably does it for them, too.
Well, I would say last season they were having rough times, but I really think after the end, when she did sign the company over to her, they really did mend their relationship.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think now that the company's sort of going under, and I think it's sort of she's creating a storyline in her head where
I don't think it's Mama
in her head. Like, okay,
you give someone crap,
it's
like you give them crap.
Well, Mama D wasn't giving her crap. It's just the way they edited it. You know, when they were going on the commercials, like Mama D was sweet. She's like, honey, come to me for anything.
Let us know in the live chat what you think. There's some different opinions here. I want to know what you guys think. Mama D, sweet or not? Honestly, I think, it's tricky once you bring the cameras into it. I don't know what's really happening. That's why I just would not want to play in the playground with my family on camera. Right. Like, let's do friends-wise, let's do lovers, like, let's do all that jazz. But I don't know, it's different. Like, I want to be able to, be a son at the end of the day or something, or a daughter, or I don't know. I feel like there's really a line that needs to be crossed. For sure. We're gonna get into it when we talk about Orange County. Lots of marriages, crossovers, lots of exposure, lots of relationship holes that are just being illuminated by this spotlight we call reality TV. I love that you guys are watching and not saying hi to me. Make sure to say hi to me. Follow me on Instagram at HollywoodLuAnn. The stories have been great. Some good stuff on there. Let's talk a little bit about the new Latina housewife on Dallas. We got a Latina housewife.
I love her.
Excited. And her name is Carrie, is it not?
That was funny. It just replaced Carrie. I was like, wait, who are they talking about? Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like Texacanas and it's not Real Housewives of San Antonio, but we have a Latina on there. Yeah. Girl, and she's bringing it already.
She really is.
She's funny. I like her.
What do we think about her fashion? It's not all the way up with the Housewives yet.
I mean, she needs. It's
It always like that first season, though, you know?
Kind of like
casual.
Denise Richards coming in on Beverly Hills. She's like, oh, these girls, I thought we were just going to be in like shorts and a t-shirt, but this is how they just hang out? Okay.
You gotta up your game.
She's like, I thought this was a barbecue. I was just going to wear pasties. Jesus.
Well, nothing like seeing yourself on camera to be like, okay, let me start upping my game.
For real.
I mean, because Teddi did the same thing when it was her season to come on. Teddi was just like...
But Teddi was like, can I just borrow everything from your closet, Kyle?
Pretty much.
And it's like, you can't do that. We're going to pull up side by sides. You in the same freaking Witches of the West hat. Like the same black turtleneck. With like, come on, guys.
They like rock it. Their fashion's on point. I saw them all at Coachella when Erica was spinning.
Oh yeah.
And me and Lisa really like hit it off, and they looked great. I mean, the style was really impeccable. In a room of millennials at Coachella, really killing it. They really got that festival stuff on point.
Shoe Dazzle premiere, right?
Yes.
Well, Erica just launched. She just launched like another collaboration. Something called Drip. I don't know if it's a music video
Is
or
that with the kitty? She's in like the kitty cat outfit.
something like that with like another girl, right?
Yes, and she's like, they're dressed in kitty cat, and she's all like,
Sorry, boo. I just kept scrolling up.
Same. I'm not.
Texicanas, Mexican dynasties. Like, we want the Latino influence. We want that presence on Bravo. I'm really living for it. It's not sticking. I'm not sure why. Maybe we're just taking the rice or the pasta, taking it out a little too early from the pot. You know, like when you throw it against the wall.
It's not al
supposed to stick.
dente.
Yeah, like it's not.
It's too
working.
caricature. That's why it's a Latina caricature. I think shows like Mexican dynasties is very caricature. Where shows like Made in Mexico on Netflix, it's not a caricature. I think when you're going to do Latino people or Middle Eastern people, like that's why I like Shaw's. It's not caricature. It's real people having real problems.
Yeah,
and they're upping it for the camera, but they're not being caricatured. And I think that's why I like this new housewife on Dallas. Like, hello, it's Dallas, Tex-Mex, hello. Like, it needs to be there. It exists and it needs to be there. So, and she's not a caricature. Yeah. She's not running around being like Charo, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that, but that's like too caricature.
And why would they even go over like something that we don't like are not familiarized with? Why say Texicanas? Like, we're on the Real Housewives kick. Freaking, I don't care. Real Housewives of San Antonio. I don't care if there's 2 in one state. I don't care. I'll have Real Housewives of San Fran. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would be good with the tech people. That would be great.
Real Housewives of Seattle. Like, give me that sweater weather chicness.
You heard it first here, boo. Like,
thank you, 10%, Andy.
The West Hollywood.
We need a house husband.
They've tried that.
We need a house
Not
husband.
a real one though. Remember we had this talk before.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we need a
Let's
house
Talk
husband.
About It podcast.
You got 3 people here who could be casting the show right then and there. Bamboo.
I just
Bravo.
always
Listen
feel
up.
like it's gonna end up being Finding Prince Charming mixed in with like,
No, we'd have to be married with a house husband. Like, I wouldn't do the show as a single person. I would have to have a really beautiful house, living an aspirational life.
But
with
that's why it's not Real Housewives. It's the gays of West Hollywood. So it's us living our lives.
No. That's not Bravo. I need aspiration. I want to be driving a Range.
Take it to Logo, Queen.
Yeah, like, see at VH1. Yeah, that's not Bravo.
Let's get into the Real Housewives of Orange County. God, I can't. Let's just start with Gina's face paint.
Oh my!
This describes my mental state right now. This is her. This is all of us right now. This is me not being able to pay a bill and thinking about my life and my checking account.
Right?
Thank you, Gina.
I feel a lot.
It's just sad.
That hair, that braid. Like, what is wrong with you?
Where are your keys? Like,
where are your keys?
Like, why are you leaving your phone in your sunglass case? Like,
I can't. It's just not
I feel for her, but it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's like, what is Bravo doing right now? Like, it seems like this season of the Housewives, they're really showing like them going through the gutter, like the way, like Potomac, Katie, and that god awful hair she was wearing.
Oh man,
why are you guys posting that? Look at what Gina looks like. Really?
We like the mess. We like exposing the mess. Bravo is perfect for that. Let me show you a little montage of how you've been looking lately. They will do it. You know, one thing I've noticed is that Vicky's numbers, when she's on the show, it spikes the viewers. So regardless of how we're feeling about loving Vicky or Icky Vicky or she's the OG, regardless, when she's on, the viewership has spiked. So, you know, say what you want. She was on Watch What Happens Live last night, making me freaking crack up. Someone straight up asked her about her demotion, and she was like, well, I can't believe it either, but it happened, and I'm just trying to have fun with it. We have a photo of the royalty baby himself, Ben Cohen and the OG of the OC, Vicky Gunvalson, he looks terrified. He's like,
who are you?
Who is this lady screaming at me?
With face number 4, yeah.
She's like, I have a family van for you. Oh, little Ben Cohen.
Is so cute.
Does he even know how rich he is? Is Andy Cohen like that rich?
He's rich.
He's rich, right?
He's an executive, and then he's on like yachts, and he's Anderson Cooper, and they're like
he's in the double digit.
all the work he's doing.
Double digit millions.
He's a single father. Of course he is.
Was an executive
Ryan's
producer
like, hit me up, daddy.
He's an exec producer on a lot of stuff, too, a lot of the shows too. So like that's
Yeah.
gonna rack you money in.
Well, Shane was trending on Twitter last night. You guys could not stop talking about him. Oh, I feel so bad for Emily, and Shane's this, and Shane is that. I've said my thing on the thing with Shane. Like, I feel like she is forcing the scenes, and he's like no choice but to be sarcastic. It's like, you're putting me in these situations. I can't lie, and I can't fit for the camera because I'll look like a jackass. So I just have to say, no.
But he's looking like a jackass regardless of what he's saying.
Exactly.
That is true. That is very.
What do we think about? Thank you, Tamra. What do we think about Shane and Emily's relationship? You guys aren't here all the time. Give me a little breakdown on it. What do you guys think?
I just want them to keep working at it because I want to see his mom. Like, I love the mom. I think she's so fun, and I love that she's so Persian and she kind of owns it, and she's extra, and like I think it's nice that like it shows that like an unhealthy relationship. I think Bravo does a really good job about exposing an unhealthy relationship and seeing that dynamic and being like, when people stay for the children, how unhealthy it is. It's so unhealthy because she's staying for the children and it's such a toxic relationship. Not only is she holding him back, the reason he keeps failing this bar exam is because he is not wanting to do it. She's pushing him because of the the OC stereotype of like
That's an interesting
he doesn't
thing.
want to be a lawyer.
But
That's
why
a
is he
Persian
taking
thing.
it so many times?
Because he's Persian. That's a Persian call. Everyone's saying, go. You know how the family's pushing him. They're having parties. Call him. Let's face
Family
it.
drives everything.
But
He's an adult. If he doesn't want to do it, don't do it.
I know, but you're simple. You're not like that's cultural. I think that's something that is cultural.
Yeah,
It could be, possibly, but
there's
still,
a
you
huge
can...
Persian influence bleeding into Orange County right now. Like, even Emily's like, I'm not pissing off my mother-in-law. Like, we heard her say that last season. Like, it really is like, you guys have to realize that when it comes to culture, like, especially other cultures that are like heavy, like Latino cultures or Persian cultures, like we take over, you know what I mean? There's no 50-50. We are bleeding in, and eventually it's going to be like 99. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's what's happening in this family when it comes to the mom, and I feel like she really is a driving force. So I don't know what's happening with Emily and Shane specifically, but what I've said is I want to see some happy moments because I want to know that there is some, because what I've been seeing is just him being dismissive and her trying too much.
Too hard, yeah.
I can't see her acting like this with cameras not around.
Yeah, she seems so whiny.
She doesn't seem fun.
It seems like the cameras are here. How's your day? Like,
it's forced.
It's forced.
Right.
So it's like,
How was studying? He's like, it sucked. And she's like, can you give me a better answer? Like, he doesn't want to do it. He's like upset.
And he doesn't want to talk about it. Who comes home and talks about studying?
No
now?
one.
So I feel like in a way, it's... I don't know.
I don't know. He seemed like he stuck up for her, like when they first came on last season. But it's like this season now, they're showing the struggle.
But their relationship was always bad. I never thought, oh, that's relationship goals, or like, oh, wow, they're so in love. Like, I always thought there was something off about their relationship.
It started off unorthodox. She told us he proposed over Google Chat. Like, they were friends for 10 years, and then he just looked at her one day and was like, do you want to get married? You know, so
She just wanted to have kids.
I don't know. I want everything. Like, I want it to be freaking fireworks. So I want you to, like... want me 24/7.
He doesn't
when
want
she put her legs up on the
hour.
couch, like that's your cue to come, like, get on top of me. You know what I mean? He was like, what are you doing over there? Like, lifting your leg. Like, what's wrong
isn't
with
she
you?
supposed to be doing that for their the dance thing in Vegas?
He
for
doesn't
their
even
10
want to
year?
go.
But he's not going, is he?
He's not going. It's more for her friends.
But she was doing it.
But I thought she was doing it for him.
Swim. And I saw a little preview on Twitter, and she kind of messes up.
Oh no, with her shoes when he was like, "You're like the wicked." She kind of like messed up.
She was like, she kind of like second guessed herself for a second.
No.
Speaking of the preview, that's when we heard Shannon goes like she's crying and she's has a concussion or something, and just 2 weeks ago she's saying, "Can we just have a moment without any drama?" Well, Shannon, you're bringing the drama again, ain't you, girl?
Thank you for that segue, Ryan. We have the photo.
Perfect.
Shannon's last moments on Earth before Kelly banged her with the mantle.
Oh no.
Look at Kelly in the background ready to strike. You guys, I'm sorry. Like,
so good.
You know, Shannon is gonna take this all the way to the emergency room
And the reunion. This
like,
is gonna go
really?
all the way to the season.
This is why they're not friends. Like right now because of this.
Yeah.
I had a bowl on my head, and then Kelly hit me with the mantle. Like you sound ridiculous. Kelly's like, oh great, now she's gonna be like, I have a concussion.
I've been to this resort, by the way, in Sedona.
How is it?
Oh my god, amazing. Nicole Richie was there. Gwyneth Paltrow was there. I mean, it was
At the same time?
Oh, they were all there at the same time. It was
Oh,
amazing.
wow, Jesus Christ,
it
I
was
would have never
crazy.
left.
It was amazing, and the food's all like they control the salt intake, and it's such a housewife thing. I was surprised they haven't gone there sooner.
I want to go.
Yeah.
I could use that right now.
We should all go together.
Seriously, this was so freaking funny. I literally died laughing. I thought that was the best part of the episode was the preview for the next episode.
Yes.
Agreed.
Can't wait to see it. Let's talk about Kelly really quickly before I get into some news and gossip. Kelly is fighting with everyone. She just broke her last straw when she broke Shannon's head. So what is going on with her? She's feuding with everybody, and now she's engaged via Instagram. She's like vacationing and getting banged with some hot doctor.
Another one?
Another one. And she's
Another one
like,
she's
I'm
with?
getting married 10/10/2020. And we're like,
Okay.
oh, you've been dating for 30 days. Okay, cool.
Okay, you have a year. All right.
Good for you.
I mean,
She's like, thanks for the Louis Vuitton Sunnies. I'm not even joking.
She's like doing ads through her boyfriend.
I'm not even joking. She's like,
too
thanks for the Louis Vuitton scarf. I'm like, girl, just take the gift. And that's it.
she's searching. She's going through the divorce. She's trying to, I guess live her life. She's trying to, avoid all this accusations about her doing drugs, and she's just living her life.
She's
but
deflecting a little bit.
yes,
I think
it's a lot
I think
of.
you're on to something. She is searching. She's trying to find herself. Girl, I hope you find it.
But and I think people are giving her some crap for it. But let her. Yeah, okay. She's going about things in
There's
different
always going to be
ways.
people giving her crap.
100%.
But,
she's always very attacking
she's
from the
got it-
beginning.
yeah.
She's always
It's either
been
you
like
love
that.
her or you hate her.
Yeah.
No matter what, she's going to blow on the top window at the Quiet Woman.
Oh, there you
Let's
go.
move on
There you go.
to news and gossip. I'm going to skip the OG photo.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Thomas Ravenel pleads guilty to assault and battery,
Fine.
but is getting no jail time. This
Of course he is.
America, ladies and gentlemen. Where money talks and privilege is real. He was going to get 10 days of jail time, but if he paid the $500 fine, he was going to get no jail time.
Wow.
He's going to pay the $500
course
fine.
he is.
Like, really? This went from like an attack. Like, first of all, it was an alleged rape, and then it went down to an attack, and now he's just not serving any jail. Like, what is happening? What is this? Trash. Basura. Southern Charm is never going to be the same, and I'm pretty sure if Bravo ever wants some sort of, like, good credibility, they're never going to have him back on. Like, he's a piece of
They
trash.
can't have him back on. It's going to
And does he still have custody with the kids, or does Catherine have full custody?
Catherine
now?
has custody right now. I think everything's still up in the air and everything's in limbo. She just got into a car accident like a month ago while being on the phone. Oh, no. So it's been a lot. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. Follow It's Bravo Bitch podcast on Instagram. It's barely new. It has like 100 followers. But I post lots of clips and lots of announcements on there. Make sure to check it out. Boys, where can we find you? Tell us about your podcast. And thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. for having us.
You can find me on @Ryan_Anthony_the_most.
Oh my God.
Too much.
And you can find our podcast on Let's Talk About It, TAWK. It's basically a queer angled podcast that we break the barriers of the social norm. Our Moose Boosh is talking about taboo issues and just bringing a new perspective.
Yep.
I love it.
And you can follow me at Amir, AMIR_Yas, like Yas Queen AI.
Like, yes, Queen. I
My
love
name is
it.
real, honey.
He has it down. Thank you, boys, for coming in
you,
to It's Bravo
thank
Bitch
you.
podcast. Come back anytime.
Thank you for
we would
having
love
us.
to.
Follow these
Thank you for
gorgeous
having us.
faces. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and on all the things at Hollywood LuAnn. I'm here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. It's Bravo Bitch. Bye, AfterBuzzers.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.